Alright then. Next, let's go over some more tips for adventuring in Nodcry. If you found yourself getting hungry in the wild, what are some things you could eat?
That's easy. Lacca berries, midsummer berries. There's loads of options.
Correct! 10 points to you!
That must be who Catherine was talking about. She looks pretty young for an advisor, though. How knowledgeable can she really be?
But there are plenty of places where berries don't grow, right? What should we be looking for in those places, Miss Linnea?
Good question. I'm glad you asked. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about next. Does everyone recognize this mushroom?
Based on the color... This is an edible one, right? Doesn't look poisonous to me.
Wrong answer! This here is a brown-capped mushroom. It looks harmless enough, but eating it will give you hallucinations. An unsuspecting adventurer once used a handful of these to make a pot of mushroom soup. Next thing you know, he was trying to foxtrot with the wild hunt. Luckily, he was spotted by a fisherman passing by who managed to save his life. But it was a close call.
That sounds so dangerous.
You bet! Adventuring in the wild is no joke. All right, on to the next. Does anyone recognize this plant? Can you tell me if it's edible?
Isn't that a winter ice leaf?
They say that the King of Winter Isley and the King of Midsummer Oak are sworn enemies. If midsummer berries are sweet and delicious, I guess winter isley leaves must be horribly bitter.
Paimon knows the answer to this one. Winter isley leaves might not taste good in food, but you can brew a nice tea with them.
Huh.
At the flagship. Once when Paimon was eating some yummy food there, Dimyon mentioned that one of the drinks in their roulette special has winter isley in it.
Who are... it looks like we have an expert attending our Q&A session today. Well, I hope you're ready for the next question.
Oh! Bring it on!
Every adventurer knows to pack a compass and a map before heading into the wilderness. But where would you go to buy these things?
Listen up, everyone! The answer is... the Adventurers Guild!
Oh, really? But I hear Mimas Brunner Books sells them too, and at a very low price.
Paimon's done her research! The boss of that place tries to pass off cheap knockoffs as the real deal! Don't be fooled!
Well said. But even with a high-quality map and compass, the wild can still be a dangerous place. What should you do if you're being chased by a monster you can't fight off? Correct! Although the Ratniki's main duty is to deal with the wild hunt, you can always ask them for help if you run into serious trouble. While we're on the subject, some adventurers have found they can use the territorial nature of radiant beasts to their advantage. Lure a monster into their territory and they will fight each other instead of you. I wouldn't recommend doing this though, as you may instead find yourself fighting two enemies instead of one. Final question. This is an important one. Which place in Nodcry is an absolute must-visit for travelers from abroad?
Oh, that's a tough choice! There's the Frostmoon Enclave, Star Sand Shoal, Blue Amber Lake! They're all so pretty! Then there's the Voynich Guild, the flagship, and so many other shops worth visiting!
In truth, there's no right answer to this question. But if you ask me, the place most worth visiting is right here, Speranza. Why? Simple. This was once my home. So this final question was more like a little bit of shameless self-promotion. You can get delicious Nodcry hot dogs and Lackaberry Madams. And if you're not too hungry, just order a slice of midsummer tort and listen to the entertaining rumors the children like to tell. That's it for today's lecture. Tomorrow, I'll be heading to the Frostmoon Enclave to take part in a competition. If If you have any questions, you can ask at the Adventurers Guild, where the other advisors will be happy to help. I haven't met many adventurers who can keep up with me. Consider me impressed.
Likewise! You really know your stuff! You're everything Paimon would expect from an Adventurers Guild advisor. Huh? What's the deal? Don't get so close! Traveler, there's something wrong with her!
Actually, I was going to ask. Your little friend is so clever and cute. I love how she flies around, too. Can I pet her?
Whoa! Stay back!
Don't be afraid. I'm not gonna hurt you. Come on, come here. I'm sorry. I got a little bit carried away again. My name's Linnea. I'm an advisor working for the Adventurers Guild. And I promise you, I am not some sort of weirdo. Let me make it up to you. You want something to eat? Here, try some midsummer tort. It's delicious.
Phew! You gave Paimon a fright. Paimon's never met someone so, how to put this, enthusiastic as you.
I was fighting to keep a lid on my curiosity during class, but then I just lost control. Anyway, let's get this back on track. Could you tell me your story? How did you two meet? What? You fished this little cutie out of the sea? Can you tell me where? A visit to that beach is going right to the top of my bucket list.
You'd be wasting your time. Paimon is one of a kind. You could sit on that beach for 100 years, but you'd still come away empty-handed.
Is that right? What a pity.
Oh, right. Paimon almost forgot why we came here. We were thinking of taking part in the Spirit Envoy Championship ourselves. Catherine said you could give us some pointers? Let Paimon guess. Is that your partner there?
Oh. Yep, her name is Lumi. She's my trusty assistant.
Hey there! Yahoo!
Have you two ever ventured north of Nodcry?
Not yet. Wait, so you're saying Lumi comes from the northern tundra?
Pretty much. There are 6 types of fae commonly found in the tundra. Lumi here is a Jack Frost. That's one of them.
Jack Frost? Interesting name choice. She doesn't exactly look very frosty.
An excellent observation. In fact, Lumi is no ordinary Jack Frost. She's a special one. The first time I met her, she was wearing this weird cardboard outfit with ugly splotches of paint on it, as if she was trying to disguise herself as a regular Jack Frost. I stayed and watched her for a while, and I discovered that some other mean Jack Frosts were ganging up and bullying her because she looked different. They stole all the food she'd gathered and kicked her out of her sleeping spot. Lumi couldn't fight them. She had nowhere else to go, so she found an old cardboard box, painted it blue, and put it over her head, hoping to blend in with the group. Whenever she was discovered, she'd get beaten up, and the rest of the time she lived in constant fear. Until one day, seeking shelter from the rain, she clung to me and wouldn't let go. We've been partners ever since.
What a story! Oh, poor Lumi. Sounds like she's had a tough time.
As for why Lumi is so different from other Jack Frosts, I'm still looking into that. I'm thinking it's either a mutation or an atavism. Or maybe some sort of curse? Hopefully I'll find the answer one day. But either way, we're best friends for life. Nothing can change the special bond between us. Speaking of which, given how long it can take to build a strong bond with another creature, if you're serious about entering the competition, My advice is to pick an animal friend that you're already pretty close with. Otherwise, the odds are gonna be stacked against you.
An animal friend I'm close with, huh? Actually, we're kinda spoiled for choice on this one. Who do you think would be the best fit? Huh? Aguara? What are you doing here?
Oh, neat! A Notlanese Tapetlosaur! Oh, he's so small and cute! He seems to really like you guys! I'm sure he'll make a great partner!
Oh, look at them! Fast friends! Play nice, you two!
They both seem pretty sociable. No wonder they get along so well. Well then, there's no time to lose. Let's go get you signed up.